7th, Tuesday, May 8th, the premiere of Lucifer comes on Netflix, and I can't wait because I love Tom Ellis. I woke my baby up. I slept like 2.5 hours, so I'm kind of worthless right now, and I had the air conditioner on, and I'm breathing. So, and this is the crap. I'm a restless sleeper, so I wreck a bed. This is not big enough for me. The cats, the laptop, I need a huge bed. What is this shit that lands while I'm sleeping? What is this shit? What is this? Oh, what the fuck is this shit? This is what's on my bed when I sleep. Okay, so I reanimated that. Today's the 7th, 4 and 5, that's 3 days after the new moon. I bet you if it's going to be crazy, today will probably be the last day, but I guess a lot of that depends on my energy as well. Yesterday was a rough day. I've not spoken to Jesse. He's my boy. I love Jesse. He is my angel, past life member of my tribe. And as soon as I met him, I remembered him. And he said he felt the same way about me. And it's just been this thing for me and him. And I can't explain it. But every time he'd come here, there'd be the letter J in orb form. And I thought it was my mother, Jennifer. Then I realized it was his dad, Jim. Because I started getting visuals of what his dad looked like. Where he is right now. Hello. And he looks young. His dad died. Not his biological, but the one that raised him. The good one. The biological one's a dick. Don't we all know a little something about that firsthand? God knows I do. It's gonna rain. I am stiff as a board today. Well, Leon comes in yesterday, and I'm like, hey, how are you? How you doing? You know, with her sweet self. God, I love her so much. She really is angelic. I could feel her through the door the first time I met her. She's another one. The first time I met her, I remembered her from a past life. It's like, I pray for you. You're here. Thank God. Oh, did you see that yellow? That was like an egg. That was like an egg, a yolk. That came right here. Holy crap, that was yellow. Anyway, so Leanne comes in yesterday, and just like I tell you something, please don't freak out. And my face dropped, of course. And she says, Jesse. And I'm like, alright, I've been writing to him. He's not been answering back. Then he said he was having problems with his phone. So then I finally one day said, oh, are you mad at me? What's up with you? And he walks in the door like 5 minutes after I sent that message. I guess he didn't like that. I wanted to know if I did something wrong. And it's always check in with each other, and we always check on each other. And I wanted to go to his house a few times, but he always said it would disturb his mother, so I don't. So instead, he comes here, he eats here. I send him home with food for him and his family. He sleeps here, and that was something else, huh? That is the kind of relationship that me and him have had. And I've always told him if something was going to happen, and if something's happening with the people around him, what to look out for. He always listens. I've always told him I felt something off. You should go to the hospital. Twice I've done that. Twice he's listened to me. Thank God. But then he wasn't right the past couple of times. Here, falling asleep, exhausted. And I just figured the mental energy of what was going on in his personal life, that would exhaust anybody. And then when you get to a place where it should be, your peace and your solitude for him, he says it's here. You're going to pass out. And he'd pass out. One day he fell asleep on me. Right here. I'm talking to him. There's his head. Passed out. And he's a good kid. He's like 25 years old, I think. Anyway, getting to the point. Leanne says, don't freak out. It's about Jesse. So first thing I said was, see in jail. Oh my God. Because I didn't want it to be, I don't want it to be jail. And I don't want it to be anything else harmful or bad either. But I know the kind of people that he knows. And I know that he's lost 4 friends, I don't know, in this year or two, in their 20s. 1 in Iraq, 3 to overdoses. Too young for that shit to happen. So, and I keep telling him, boy, that, you're so sick. I don't know what that was. You're so sad, and you're going through, because he feels everything. And he is my twin. If I have a mark on my left arm, he has a mark on my left arm. If I have a zit on my forehead, he has a zit on his forehead. If I have a rash on my legs, he has a rash. If I have pain in my back, he knows exactly. And he's the only person that can work my back right. Nobody. Because I swear he's an energy healer. And I just want him to see that for himself. Anyway, she says this about Jesse. I said, oh my God, is he in jail? One of these schmucks took advantage of him and his sadness, and something bad happened, right? She said, no, he's in the hospital. And I said, she goes, please don't freak out. But he came here, he kicked something one day last summer and got cellulitis in this part of the shins. Then he went, he got treated for that. He was on antibiotics. He was in the hospital. He was sick as a dog and got treated for that. Then he went snowboarding. He likes to snowboard. And he came over like the next day, the day after. He says, my arm is killing me. I said, what's wrong? He goes, there's like a ball, or he told me via messenger. He said there was like looked like a golf ball in his bicep. So I said, come over, let me see, And he said he couldn't move his arm, he couldn't touch it. He said, I got a doctor appointment in a couple of days. I said, Jesse, you can't wait. I said, you don't have a couple of days. You need to go to the hospital. Like, you're not going to go right now, first thing in the morning. You need to go get that looked at. Sure enough, he was there. Oh, he went. He listened, thank God. And it was whatever was in his leg traveled to his arm. And it had to be drained. He had to go back to the hospital twice for that. But we figured, okay, that's better, right? Now he's losing weight like crazy, looking like death, looking like a skeleton. We're all thinking the worst, right? He's a young kid, he's impressionable. He's going through some hard shit with his family, his mother and his brother. And a couple of people in the building giving him shit too, which I think is bullshit. And, when you're down and you're sad and you're angry and just hurt or just soul searching, that leaves a void in you, and that's like an opening to get sick, to be more stressed, for things to be worse than what they really are. Or, instead of being better. I say fake it till you make it. If you don't believe you have a bad thought, erase it, replace it with like unicorns and kittens, picture yourself on a yacht, or maybe serving humanity in some beautiful way that, you didn't think possible, whatever. Just change the thought that's bad. I do that. I have to do that all the time. And it's become a habit. I'm learning to do that constantly. It's just like I'm learning to work with energies and that's another story. Anyway, this infection that he had, the cellulitis in his legs, and that traveled to his arm, went to his heart. 25 years old. Heart infection. That's why he was getting so sick. Rita, the woman downstairs who I call my mother, her son and him are very good friends. And now I hadn't seen Jesse. I would go walk in his house, but I figured he'd be mad at me between his mother and his brother and all this shit going on. Mike went in there. Him and Mike are very good friends. And my kids waking up. Found him pretty much dead on the floor, dead. Hi, Pippa. They called 911, heart infection, 25 years old, open heart surgery, and he's in Bay State, which is a great hospital to be in, and he's in recovery. He's recovering. He's got to do, all kinds of therapy. I don't know how long he's going to be in the hospital, but I've been sending him messages, are you mad? What, pictures? He wasn't responding. He always responds to videos, pictures, all that kind of stuff. Then I sent the message, are you mad at me? That's when he showed up at the door, and he looked really bad, and I was really worried. I was so worried. I mean, I programmed crystals for him, and chant, and pray, and all this other stuff. Then I thought, oh my God, these guys really got to him, these dealers. But please, God, don't let... And I wrote him a long message saying, you don't have to give in. It takes 1 second, one moment of weakness, and one line, or one puff, and you're dead. Because you don't know what's in the shit that they're peddling. And everybody here is peddling it, and it's just, you gotta find another way. So that was my biggest fear, my worry, but not fear, because I don't give in to fear, but I enacted on the thought by keeping him as aware as my feelings were about the situation. So then he just kind of disappeared, and I said, oh, maybe he needs time, or maybe he's back with his ex-girlfriend, and doesn't want to tell me. So I let it go, and I guess nobody in the building, now he's been there probably for about 6 weeks, and nobody came to the door to tell me. Not my neighbor Ed, who I love, or Rita, or Mike, or Michelle, Jesse's mom, because we're so close, Jesse. We're sleeping over every night here. He doesn't even let me walk on the floor. He gets on his knees, makes sure there's shoes on my feet, because he knows my feet burn. He really is angelic. So nobody told me. Nobody told me. I didn't think I can handle it. Of course I can handle it. God, you know what I've been through? And all the losses and death? Of course, me and my own, even own kind of, my hospital tables, you know. So I just figured, why wait so long? I mean, he's always been in my prayers, but yesterday, extra time for prayers and chanting for him. And I sent him like 5 messages, all the pictures. Hurry up home. This is what you're missing. It takes me and Jesse 5 hours to watch a movie that's an hour and a half long. I mean, it's just crazy when we get together. And another thing, when I get together with Jesse, my camera goes off by itself constantly. If he hugs me, the camera takes a picture. It's just, there's something about me and Jesse. So he better get his ass home. So I'm about to do Ganyo. Special prayers for him. I gotta eat something too. I took my, shit, what the hell is it called? Natural, the kratom. I took kratom. And I did it on an empty stomach, which they say you're supposed to do, but I'm wicked fucking nauseous right now. Wicked nauseous. However, it does work for pain. I spent too much on it, and I'm waiting for a mail order as well. So that's the story, folks. That's what's at 11:11, I see. That is what's going on. That's, I'm going to spend a lot of time in meditation and prayer and reaching out and all that, because I just cause, you know why. Anyway, I hope you'll have a beautiful Tuesday. If you love somebody, tell them, because you never know when it's going to be your last day. Nobody's guaranteed another, not ever. They say it's a gift, right? That's why it's called the present. Be loved, be light, be kind. It all matters. It all matters. Every bit of it. It might save a life. It might save your own. Thank you for watching and subscribing and commenting. Peace, love, and light.